Live from Fox 56 Sports, this is Home Team Friday Nights, sponsored by Jets Pizza.
A beautiful fall Friday night, a fall feeling, a fall evening here in the Commonwealth. It was a little chilly, but it was just that football weather that just feels right this time of year.
Yeah, Michael, a crisp breeze, as people would say, late night. Can't wear shorts anymore at these games, folks, so we got our pants on, some slacks, but it is nice. The heat, it had its time, but now it's time for, you know, the leaves to change, a little bit chillier, maybe some sweater weather the next couple of weeks. I'll have to hit up Esterly for that one.
And that means postseason play is almost here, which is exciting just in a few weeks. District play tonight. Michael Epps, Jordan Adams. We got Colby Wilson over in Colby's corner. She had a big district game to show us. Hey, Colby.
What's up, guys? Yeah, like you said, it was a big one tonight. Paris in Nicholas County. Paris was 0-0 in district play, so a clean slate for them. And Nicholas County was undefeated in district, sitting at 1-0. So a win-win for either team would certainly be a step in the right direction. Let's head up to Paris for the highlights. Well, this was my first time seeing action on the new orange turf. That was super cool. Paris punches first. It's the senior Elijah Webb with the touchdown grab, and he had to put on a show for the camera, of course. Nice little celebration. The Greyhounds go up 7 early. Paris not giving Nicholas County anything and capitalizing on offense when they get the chance. Fred Carson on the catch, and he takes this thing all the way to the back of the end zone. I mean, Paris might just have the best celebrations I've seen so far. Check out Carson's dance. Tonight was the Greyhounds' night, finding the end zone and shutting all things down on defense. Paris takes down rival Nicholas County 45-18.
Wow.
Well, look, Coach Rice said they needed to be physical up front and stop Nicholas County's run game. I mean, they certainly found success with that tonight. A lot of big district matchups tonight, like the one we just saw, but especially out in Madison County. Frederick Douglass taking on Madison Central. I think both teams knew this would be a tough game. All tied up 7-7 in the third until right here, Jackson Strotman hands it off to senior running back Peyton Smith, who dances around defenders to find the end zone. A much-needed momentum shift right here. Broncos now up a touchdown at the end of the third. I mean, throughout the game, Douglas just hurting themselves with the penalties. Indians can't get on the board, and the Broncos come right back down the field. This time, Tay Allen break an ankle, and I mean, how about that stiff arm to find the end zone? Great run from the junior. My goodness, Douglas up 2 touchdowns. Madison Central would find the end zone, but it was not enough tonight. 21-14 Broncos with the win. This wasn't an easy game by any means. Close score, and Coach McPeak a little frustrated with his team due to dumb penalties, but hey, they figured out how to finish and get the win. Michael, I'll send it back to you. I know Inside Access was a good one this week.
Yeah, Colby, thanks a lot. Good stuff there, man. Close game. Madison Central making another statement as they have all season, even in a loss, hanging with a power like Douglas. That's big-time stuff from Coach Blair's team.
Yeah, I think we saw some of those dumb penalties in the VO just there, so hopefully Coach McPeak and company will fix that as we get closer and closer to playoff play.
Yeah, and that touchdown, that's 15-yard penalty for brandishing. That's funny stuff. All right, well, this might be the greatest Inside Access segment we've ever had. Coach Jim McKee at Scott County with some poetry before the game. Take a listen.
There have been many stars in the past. Here is a short review. Hey. Yeah, we're on TV, boys, louder. Big Hood, Cooper Robb, and Glenn Covington, just to name a few. Hey. But on this October night, C-Rod will put the ball on the tee and kick it into flight. Hey! While Dameron, Ollie, Kane, and Drew shine under the bright light. Hey! Big Green and Seaflow will lock down the line. Hey! While Rob, Brewer, and Timmy shine. Hey! One step closer to another district crown. Hey! Let's go take the Dragons down.
Hey! Now, I messed it up. Who said football players don't like poetry, Mike?
Man, that's big time stuff. You got to run through a wall for that. Didn't know that. He's sometimes a man of few words, but a man of great words right there. And before the poetry, he said his team has to be good on offense, defense, and special teams. Big play on special teams to start the game. Jackson Dameron with a huge kickoff as the sunset. Beautiful orange sunset here in central Kentucky. The wing tee triple option, whatever you want to call it. Jordan, it got me again. Ali Hamdia is just an absolute weapon, but yeah, that one got me on that touchdown. 7-0 Cards would continue to pound it with Hamdia. He is a weapon for this team, and Scott County, another big win. I think that's 4 in a row for these boys now. 28-7 after that loss to Boyle County. They are on an absolute roll.
Cardinals flying high.
Man, all right, well, across town, Simon Kenton came into town, into Georgetown, to take on Great Crossing. These schools just a couple minutes away from each other. Both good games. Trey Campbell making a big play here later. You think, whoa, Great Crossing punting, tied 14-14 in the second quarter. It gets maybe muffed. Great Crossing said they have it. Refs say no. Simon Kenton gets the ball, but Trey Campbell making a big-time statement. He said, no, we're giving our offense that ball anyways. A huge deflected pass when Simon Kenton goes for it on 4th and 3. Big momentum shift because the offense would roll with it. Sam Penn launches an absolute beaut down to Javante Dean, who hauls it in the end zone. Beautiful throw there, a little wobbler, but it got there for the score to take the lead. But another strong response from Simon Kenton. Brady Lee, he rolls out and launches a gem himself to Grayson Harris, who hauls it in. But Great Crossing, big second half, big district win, 45-35, improving to 5-2 on the year. All right, coming up, we got some games, some other powers to check in with. Stay tuned here on Home Team Friday nights.
We're the game.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
We're the Anderson County Student Section, and you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
My guy, he didn't get the memo, Mike. You're supposed to put the paint on the shirt, not on your skin. That's going to take a while to wash off.
Hey, man, that was great energy from them last week, and they had a tough game out there. Love to see the energy, though. Yeah. And they have a shot for our Home Team Hype Award. And if you're listening like, oh, what's a Home Team Hype Award? Stay tuned later in the show. We'll tell you all about it. But for now, let's get back to the games, Jordan.
Yeah, Bryan Station had a big one. They were out in Clark County taking on the Cardinals of GRC. Yep. It was a little bit sloppy in this one, I'm going to be honest, folks. But the defenders had some nice play. James Davis extending the play, rolling out right, and finding his wide receiver, Kamani Barber, for a big-time completion. Coach Chirico trying to find a way to stop that offense, and he finds the answer in Kamani John, who gets the end zone interception. So this one's going to stay at 0-0. It was a little bit ugly, but the defenders were able to pull this one out. 38-3 is your final.
Wow, rolling. All right, let's go over to Franklin County. The Flyers are rolling, undefeated with Southwestern in town. And Knox Barrett, he's a freshman quarterback, and get used to hearing his name. What a beautiful ball into the end zone to Jacob Taylor. And, man, we're going to talk about him more in a second. Fantastic quarterback, running this offense to perfection. Dumps it off to the big fella, Christian Moore. We have heard his name so much for years. I was talking to Eddie James at halftime, the head coach. He said, no, he's just a man. He is a man at this point, and it's hard to take him down. Surprising that they did there at the 2-yard line. So they give it to Jack Oldham, and he punches it in the second half. Man, the starters stayed in for a little bit just to run up that score. Dominant victory over Southwestern, score of 49-13. And as I mentioned, Jordan, it's big-time stuff from this quarterback who is only a freshman. Yeah. Coach James said he was injured at the start of the year. They kind of scraped by without him, and now a gem like that at the high school level, it doesn't get any better than that. He's only a freshman. He's going to have some tough challenges in the state playoffs, but for now, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. 14, 15 years old, I definitely couldn't throw a ball like that, folks. That was an absolute dot. I like what I'm seeing from them. Obviously, they're a pretty storied program. They make it pretty far in the playoffs every year, so should be interesting to see how things roll out this year, but I expect them to definitely make some noise. I said that arm gets stronger, and he gets a little bit older.
Yeah, it's tough when you just line up with Boyle County in the state quarterfinals. It's pretty difficult, but we're looking forward to see what they do. All right, Jordan, a couple more city games.
Yeah, another crosstown rivalry tonight, this time between Henry Clay and Lafayette. We're going to start with the home team as Ransom Payton is going to hit Jackson Grant over the middle. And he would have took it to the end zone, folks, but the turf monster just trips him up. So the Generals have to settle for a field goal, but it's wide right, so the score is going to remain the same after one possession. We're going to give it back to Henry Clay now. The Blue Devils were a little bit of a jet sweep for a nice first down. But in the end, Lafayette would get another win this season, folks. 20-10 is your final.
Man, Coach Lawson racking them up.
Tate's Creek hosting Dunbar, another city matchup. We're going to start with B.J. Evans carrying a couple of defenders into the end zone. Watch number 2 here, folks. He's just too big, too strong, too fast. That is a touchdown to tie this game up at 13. Commodore student section loving it, of course. Later on, it's going to be Steven Estep finding Ryan Barrett, who outruns everybody and breaks the tackle for the 60-yard touchdown to put the Bulldogs back up top 21-13. But Tate's Creek is going to storm back and win this one, folks. 25-21 is your final.
Coach Hawks, a big win. We got our Student Athlete of the Week on Tate's Creek as quarterback coming up next week. Stay tuned for that. All right, Pink Out in Versailles. Woodford County plays host to Collins, coming all the way from Shelbyville. We picked this up in the first quarter. Justice Wertzler finding Leland Taylor, puts a move on, even fakes out the camera a little bit. Man, and then he turns on the Jets there in Versailles. Going through the sideline. You love to see it. 7-0 in the student section. Loving it as well. The Yellow Jacket student section always shows up for another Pink Out.
Looking like Cooper Kupp out there.
Yeah, Wertzler, another one, hitting Wyatt Crow, who falls into the pylon, makes it 14-0. A big-time victory for Woodford County, rolling 48-8 the final. A few more scores for you real quick. Eminence beating Frankfort 50-26 after a good win for Frankfort last week, so that's tough there. Estill County beating Powell County 40-35. Sayre rolling over Berea 56-7, and Pulaski County beating North Laurel 42-14. All right, coming up, we got our Blitz block rolling through a few more games, so stay tuned here on Home Team.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
All right, folks, we're in our blitz block, so these plays are going to be moving very fast, just like this guy on your screen, number 0 for Boyle County, Demarion Brown. I guess they needed maybe 2 teams to tackle him tonight, folks. He was all over the place. He just ran through 6 defenders like it was nothing. 7-0.
Stronger than you think,
Boyle
man.
County, yeah, man. Quisenberry's got that speed. Brown's got that speed you see here, but he's really got that explosiveness. You can tell he's got some strength. He probably squats a bunch in the weight room. Number 0 is a monster, and so is Boyle County, folks. 55-6 is your final score.
No surprise there. All right, Lexington Catholic hosting Bourbon County tonight. The Knights leading 48-0 at halftime in this one. Nice game for them. Third quarter, Alex Ryan going to take this carry this one down to the 1 just for Cam Sweeney to sneak it in himself on the very next play. Bourbon County going to at least wipe the 0 off the scoreboard with this Jacob Ezel jet sweep touchdown. But Lexington Catholic first win of the season, 62-14.
All right, good for them. College game day was coming out at Bath County as the Wildcats were taking on West Carter Comets in their opening game of district play. The Comets, though, coming out firing. It's going to be Hayden Hall with a beautiful throw, and he's going to hit Kale in the back of the end zone. A nice little duo right there for the away team. Touchdown for them. 7 points for number 17. But the ensuing kickoff, folks, number 20, Jordan Yates makes a house call. He's going to the crib. His mom must have been calling, so he had to go home early, folks. Number 20 going all the way to the house as the Wildcats get the win. 26-20 is your score.
Awesome one at home, and we had home team kickoff there this morning for the first time. So fun Friday out there in Bath County. All right, Madison Southern with the shutout victory, 17-0 over Montgomery County, and Western Hills an 18-13 win over Henry County. All right, coming up, we got our plays of the week, some good ones that you're going to vote on. Check them out. All 3 nominees are up next here on Home Team.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
Welcome back. Here, the Home Team, Michael and Jordan here with you, and Colby for our plays of the week. Last week, I think we had an offense, defense, and special team.
Yeah, it was nice.
But I think we just have some firepower here on offense, so let's check them out. Here, play number 1, we saw it in the great crossing game. Sam Penn drops back, 5-stop drop, and just a gem to Javante Dean. It was a little bit of a wobbler, but man, it got there, Jordan. That's all that matters. A huge touchdown there in the second quarter to take the lead, kind of swing momentum for great crossing.
All right, I got a good one for you. We saw it just a little bit earlier. It's an old-fashioned house call by Jordan Yates. Got a good first name, and he's got some wheels as well, folks. Number 20, looking like Barryon Brown out there. A huge score to help Bath County get a 26-20 win. Colby, what do you have?
Yeah, well, play number 3 was so good. We just had to replay and see it twice. I mean, it's Tay Allen just dodging defenders, stiff arm, oh, looky there, and in for the touchdown score. Doesn't get better than that.
So we had 2 offensive and a special team, so I stand corrected.
So we have our play of the week. You can scan that QR code right there on your screen. Some great options as we just saw. Voting closes Tuesday at 5 p.m. and the winner is announced at Tuesday at 6:30. So we'll see who shall win that one.
Let's go. We're going to get that poll up for you in just a few minutes. So scan that QR code if you want to get right to our website. Jordan, the Home Team Hype Award.
Yeah, we got plenty of awards we're handing out. We can show the love for the players on the field, but we want to show love for those guys off the field. You know, most of us can't make plays on Friday night, so we're in the stands cheering. We're wearing pink. We're doing color outs and things like that. So we're trying to get the word out in the city and also in our surrounding counties that who has the best section here in Central Kentucky? We want to know. We want to see what you can do. Some wacky, crazy ideas. Anderson County had a pretty good nominee here. We'll see what they can do as we go throughout the year.
Hey, Fox 56, we want the hype. 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 We want the hype.
It sounds like they want the hype, but I have a feeling some of these schools can do a little bit better.
Great energy, though.
It was a good
You
start.
said North Laurel was
Yeah, I was at North Laurel last week, and they've got my vote so far.
We had Madison Central on our show last week. They had some great energy. Central was okay. We'll see them maybe next week. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. Still yet to be determined what date exactly, but we're targeting maybe at the end of the season after the state championships. Going to the winning school, presenting that banner. They're going to put it up in their gym,
Big time.
hopefully during basketball season, and then do it again for basketball. We'll see.